Hello and welcome to Champions League action. It is regular season game day 9. We're in Group C. As Lietkabelis welcome Hapoel Jerusalem to Lithuania. Two teams having disappointing outcomes last week in this competition, both going down to defeat. Jerusalem snapping a 4-game win streak for them in their defeat. Lietkabelis, a team which has won their last 3 home games in the BCL, welcoming one of the top teams in their group in Hapoel Jerusalem. And we see the action in Group C in game day 9. 2 games tonight, 2 games tomorrow night, as we start to get down to the business part of the season, where the positions are starting to now work themselves out. Top 4 teams, remember, will qualify through to the last 16. And Group C is one of the tightest groups, one of the toughest groups in the Basketball Champions League. Jerusalem, having started well through that first phase, have a 6-2 record towards the top of the group, which is currently led by Ike from Athens, their defeaters last week. We see Lietkabelis in 5th place, 1 game back from Antwerp, who currently occupy 4th position, but identical record with Fuenlabrada, the Spanish team, who will also have ambitions of taking one of those top 4 spots in qualification into the top 16. Hapoel Jerusalem, who said, come off a disappointing defeat, breaking a 4-game win streak for them. They went down 70-83 last week at home against Ike Athens. A star-studded lineup for them. They have national team players like Tamir Blatt, Bartimore, and then former players like Lior Aliyahu, Yahav, and then this contingent of American superstars led by Amari Stoudemire, James Feldine. A really deep roster for Jerusalem as they battle both domestically and in the Basketball Champions League, trying to come out on top. For Lietkabelis, they come into this one having a disappointing loss on the road to Antwerp last week. That separation of 1 game between them. Almost an exclusively Lithuanian lineup. They played just 9 players. They had suited just 9 players on the weekend domestically. Have 10 in uniform today. And they are led by their Lithuanian contingent, led really by Simas Jasaitis, the 31-year-old veteran now. So teams to the benches as Jerusalem trying to shake off that disappointment, both in the Champions League last week, but also domestically as well. They had the big derby between Jerusalem and Tel Aviv as they went down to Maccabi. Eventually it was 91-78, and uncharacteristically for Jerusalem, it was rebounding where they really struggled. They were out-rebounded 35-21, an area they usually do so well, especially here in the Basketball Champions League, averaging 15.5 offensive rebounds per game, the highest tally amongst all teams in the competition. But the domination of Maccabi this past weekend was due to the inability to look after their rebounding totals. And here we see their team coming out onto the floor, looking to get themselves back on track in that little losing streak they have after falling in what was a tough week to Ike and Maccabi Tel Aviv. Now, Lietkabelis gets set to join them on the floor. And come into this one, having lost also won against Juventus this past weekend, 76-70. Said they only had 9 players in uniform. So a lot of minutes being played. Simas Jasaitis played 35 of those minutes. And they were led by Kulivitis, who had 13 points. And Ziga Dimic off the bench, 21 minutes, 18 points for him. He chipped in 5 rebounds as well for head coach Nenad Kanac. He is. So teams out onto the floor, looking to get their Champions League campaign back on track as the coaches will shake hands and exchange A little gifts. Now the players do the same. And these two teams have already faced off this season in the Basketball Champions League. That game in Jerusalem, an 81-67 victory for the hometown team for Hapoel Bank Yahav Jerusalem on that occasion. Really was an exhibition of their strength in depth. 4 guys in double figures for them on that particular occasion, led by the 16 points of James Feldine, 12 for Deshaun Butler, 14 for Tamir Blatt, 10 for Chris Johnson, and then 6 points and 10 rebounds for Amari Stoudemire as well. Lietkabelis had just 2 guys, Lietkabelis, who had that strong game on the weekend, led the way. In the first matchup, 17 points for him. That is the most he has scored in the Basketball Champions League, career high for him. Though he's averaged just 8.3 points per game in his last 4 appearances in this competition. Another man was big Mindauskas Kupchus, the 7-foot centre on the inside for Lietkabelis. He had 10 points and 5 rebounds on that first outing. All to do for Lietkabelis. Now 1 game back outside of the playoff positions right now. And they will know what opportunity this is for them to get a victory here. They have a slightly easier run-in. Just the games against Ike and Fuenlabrada to go. Then they play Dijon, Rosa, and Chesnimberg next week. So very possible for them to get on a little streak in these last 5 games or so in the regular season before we finalise the league tables. There is Jamal Wilson looking on as the Jerusalem players go through their final stages. Nice Stoudemire at the line. What a key player he has been, and no doubt will be here tonight. And here he is. Stoudemire, extensive NBA experience, as I'm sure you know. Revelation, 10.6 points per game, 6 rebounds for the 36-year-old, but he will be on the bench as Feldine, Butler, Owens, Thomas and Brown make up the 5 for Jerusalem. Look out for the sharpshooting of James Feldine, and then the athletic Josh Owens. Always a threat and screening for the ball for coach Odad Katesh. Can't see him in the picture right now, hidden in the middle of that timeout. There he is, the Israeli national team coach as well, as he doubles up on duty with Jerusalem. Former player who, on stage, very much the darling of Israeli basketball, career cut short due to a knee injury. What might have been for him. And his opposite number, as I mentioned, Coach Nenad Kanach, as he will go with Sinovic, Klavitas, Yasitis, Karjanauskas and Kupchus. Big Mindauskas Kupchus will be on the inside, anchoring down that Lietkabelis defense. Lithuanian 5 for them. And there is their head coach, Nenad Kanach. Lietkabelis having a solid season domestically, 3rd position. Currently sitting behind Žalgiris and Neptunus, their fellow Basketball Champions League competitors. Ahead of Lietuvos Rytas, so often one of the top teams in Lithuania. As we see our officials for today's game from Italy, Russia and Germany respectively. So after coming in off these losses, how will Jerusalem react? A game which they will come in as favourites, having defeated Lietkabelis first time around. But, as I said, this home court has been a happy ground for the Lithuanian team, winning their last 3 games here in the Basketball Champions League. Jerusalem, you are staring down the barrel of consecutive losses in the Basketball Champions League, something that has never happened to them before. I'm sure they will be looking to finish that record as they are out onto the floor early. Black uniforms for them here tonight. Lietkabelis come out in their white. Hello and welcome to game day 9 in the Basketball Champions League then. Lietkabelis at home, facing off against Jerusalem as we are ready to jump it up. As a violation, touched first illegally by Jerusalem. The ball goes to Lietkabelis, and they'll bring it in from the side. Just a little adjustment on the court. Yahav and Brown now play some defense as Lietkabelis bring it in. Man-to-man defense for the Israeli team. Immediately to the ring. First score of the game is good. And it is Karyanauskis that gets the first score. Good start for Lietkabelis. Brown going the other way. Trying to find something. Gets it over to Feldin. Now back to Yahav and Brown. Trying to isolate here at the top. Uses that speed. Goes past his man. Can't finish. Foul on the rebound. Rebounding, we mentioned, may well play a part in today's game. In the Basketball Champions League, Jerusalem so efficient at recycling possession, getting those offensive rebounds as we've already seen there. Top in the competition at 15.5 a game. The kick out finds Thomas, one dribble from him, pull up, wide open. Easy score for Jerusalem on their first possession. Karyanauskis comes the other way. Denied back by Brown. Eventually gets it, and now they'll wait. As Klavicius finds to the far side. Now Jositis takes the handoff and buries the three. Kupchus just waited for his veteran to come get it. And Jositis there sets the feet, knocks it down. Jositis shooting an incredible 57% for three on the season. A quick response the other way from Thomas. Defense too late to rotate over, even the long frame of Kupchus. Entry into Kupchus, fouled immediately by Deshaun Thomas. Knew he had been sealed in the paint. Difficult matchup for him there. Sacrifices the personal foul. And line possession for Lietkabelis. No, so sideline. Sinovic brings it in. Here he is. Jositis finds Kupchus, and he will get the easy dunk. Defense tried to reach around, tip it away. Kupchus takes it in. And he is not going to miss that. Brown the other way, kicks it. A short jump shot. Doesn't go for Thomas. Rebound, tapped, and will go to Lietkabelis. Defense from them on that occasion. As now they have the ball once more. Pressure up the floor. As Karyanauskis brings it down. Uses the high screen. Turns the corner, flips it inside. Kupchus again. Great pass and an easy finish for the big man. Back-to-back scores from him, but look at that. On the money. Good point guard play from Avidis Karyanauskis as now Owens tries to find Brown. Brown backs it out. They'll clear out here for Brown. No. Instead they feed it Owens. Now Yahav and Brown takes the three. Can't get it to go. Bodies flying everywhere. And a foul. Another offensive rebound for Jerusalem. That time is Deshaun Butler. And he will be at the line for two shots here. Too easy on that particular occasion. Just moved Karyanauskis out the way. Jositis is called for the foul. He doesn't like it. Second is good. 2 for 2 for Deshaun Butler. That's the three-point game. 9-6 in the early stages here. Jositis making a cut. Now Kupchus will come screen. Karyanauskis again getting to that left hand. And reverse it around. Kupchus gets another touch and finishes it yet again. Strong start to the game for the big man, Lietkabelis Kupchus, 215 centimeters, 7'1". He's now Butler will take a three. Can't get it. Kupchus on the other end with the defensive rebound. They'll try and push here. Yahav over the top. Easy score. And great beginning here for Lietkabelis. Yahav says thank you very much to Yahav, who's been the provider in the early stages. There he is with a pass over the top. And he's after just a couple of possessions ago where he put one on a plate for Kupchus as well. And an early timeout being called by Coach Katesh and Jerusalem. Not really got into this one yet, and they trail 13-6. The subs coming in for Jerusalem then. There's nice Lietkabelis. We'll see his first action. This does Tamir Black. And number 6 saw him just walking in. Can Lietkabelis build on this excellent start? Long way to go in this one. 13-6 though. And how difficult they are to beat here at home. As Butler breaks the pressure. Pulls it out into the hands of Tamir Black. Watch out for him. Three-point shooting. His speciality. Right on cue. Tamir Black. Well, somebody didn't read the scouting report for Lietkabelis because Tamir Black given far too much room on his first possession. And he knocks down the triple. Black shooting 34% from the three-point line as Kupchus has no intention of slowing down coming out of the timeout. 8 points for him, 4 of 4 from the field. Lietkabelis, his turn for a jumper, doesn't go. Everything out on the perimeter for Jerusalem right now. Much of a different game this may have been. Could Lietkabelis also control their boards as well? Points a problem for Jerusalem. The little behind the back pass doesn't find his target. Here comes Feldin. Feldin gets all the way and lays it up. Well, he's a man that can stroke it from the outside with the best of them, James Feldin, but that time gets all the way to the ring. First points for him. Yahav waiting. Here comes Yahav, and now Kupchus will come full screen. Yahav kicks it. Gets it back again. The lefty trying to find something. Flips it to the side, but the three from Sinovic doesn't go. Feldin hits it on the wing and is fouled before the shot. Good interchange between him and Black. 2-on-1 on this side. So before the shot, the sideline possession or end line. From the side. Jerusalem bring it in. Feldin into the paint. Gets the roll. Great touch from James Feldin. Real good scorer. Inside, outside, off the dribble, off the catch. Doesn't really matter for him. Lietkabelis in no hurry here. Waiting. And the foul is put away from the ball. Thomas commits that one. Low post. Yahav turns, fires over Feldin, can't get it. Thomas snatches in the rebound. Black will push hard the other way. Goes to Butler. Butler finds Lietkabelis, who lays it up for the easy two. Much better from Jerusalem, getting it into the paint, putting the pressure on the defense. They tight, 15 apiece here. Kupchus comes to set the ball screen. Runner, too strong. 5 for the rebound. Kupchus picks it up. 5 of 5. He is into double figures. 10 of the 17 for his team then. There's Black, tries to find some room. He finds Thomas. Thomas lays it up. Teams exchanging baskets here. The offense is on top in the early stages in this one. Marianauskas off the ball screen. Flips it behind his back. Kupchus can't finish on that occasion. First miss for him. Opportunity to run for Jerusalem all the way. Easy layup for Thomas. And now it's going to be Lietkabelis who called a timeout. As their lead has disappeared, trailing by 2 now. Jerusalem enjoying the open floor. There you see Thomas get it and go from the defensive rebound to be rewarded for 2 points, moving him on to a quiet 8 personal. To action. Substitutions come in for Lietkabelis. Marianauskas on the floor. He's Rich. He can't hit the 3. Black comes the other way. He uses the screen from Stoudemire, gets good contact. He's also pulled out of the way. Looks like the basket's going to be given. Yeah. So foul is on the screen, right about there. Black pulls up, makes the shot. Basket has been given. And then it's going to be sideline possession as well. You see the frustration. Which goes out. It was him, the second on that play. He's replaced by Jamal Wilson. Tough call, we've got to say, against Lietkabelis. There's now Feldin. Goes to the runner. Too strong. Push the other way. Yahav reverses it. Wilson now, far side. A lot of dribbles from him, nowhere really to go. Yahav sets the screen. He rolls, tries to get the rebound as the 3 goes up. And he does successfully. Finds Wilson. Wilson has it rejected by Stoudemire. Immediately takes off, knowing it's going to be a goaltend. So 2 is good for Wilson. He's going to be short as well, I think. Clear goaltending violation. On the way down. So hang on. Pulls it out. The lefty guard. Veteran former national team member finds Stoudemire, who is fouled. And his first. Stoudemire will be at the line. That goes out. Yahav comes in. There he is. of these veteran players on this Jerusalem team. A real big blend of guys like Tamir Black, just 22 years of age. And then Laura Lahu, 33, and has had a fantastic career. Stademeyer, 1 of 2. Three-point lead for Jerusalem. Wilson gives it over to Dimic. Now Tarolis. Trying to feed Dimic. He's fouled by Stademeyer. Didn't like it. Just the third team foul against Jerusalem. He's in-line possession. Wilson just throws it into the backcourt. Now he'll try and screen. Collects it, good defense from Jerusalem as Lahu switches onto him. Now he's got a guard. Wilson, he'll pull up, steps through, and goes off the glass for 2. Jerusalem wanting to travel, not going to get it. Good footwork, I think, from Wilson. Moved it to the left hand to avoid the block. Black. There's the little backdoor pass, and Lahu finishes it off. Defense caught looking the other way. So now Wilson, his chance to respond. Forced to kick it back. Away towards the halfway line. As now Valinskas reverses it around. Perolis sets the feet. He wants the 3. Way off from him though. Jerusalem, will they look to run here? As well hit. Last minute of this first quarter. Well, pulls it out. Gives it over to Black. Black loses his man, kicks it. Hapoel out of bounds. Wasn't ready for the pass. And so we'll go back to Lietkabelis, trailing by 3 in this high-scoring first quarter. Ferdinand's going to come back in. Replaces Butler. He makes his way to the bench after that good start. Tarolis waiting. They want to try and get Dimic a touch to the inside. They eventually get it to their big man. Stademeyer gets lost. Oh, great move, but Dimic blows the layup. Offensive rebound. And a foul will go against Lahu. Tarolis just worked to keep the possession alive. Finished everything right apart from finish the shot. Tarolis at the line. That's the first. 78% free throw shooter in the Basketball Champions League. 7 points per game for Tarolis. Makes it. So a 1-point lead for Jerusalem with the ball. Lietkabelis will get it back again. Hapoel crosses over, has the man open in the corner, doesn't need him though as he gets the finish. A lot of options. He took the right one, right-handed driving layup for Yahav. First points for him into the final 10 seconds. Wilson trying to find some room, clock to 5. Little hesitation, fires the 3 and makes it. What a exclamation point to a good first quarter for Lietkabelis then. His 3 ties it up here at 26. High scoring first quarter of action. 26 apiece. We said in the early going, both offenses in the ascendancy. You can see it there, 69% for Lietkabelis. Jerusalem 71% from 2-point range. Neither of them have shot it particularly well for 3, but they have both established their inside game. First of all, man there,  Kubsius started the game, going 5 of 5 for 10 points. He finished 5 of 6, 2 rebounds as well, as he is the high man for Lietkabelis. Although Jerusalem have Tishon Thomas, who's 4 of 5 for 8 points himself. Yes. I think both teams will be talking about what changes they can make on the defensive end going into this second quarter. It'll be interesting to see what tactical battles the coaches can adjust. We talked about the rebounding, and the potential of the rebounding factor. And that sees an 8-7 lead in favour of Lietkabelis, who actually have more offensive rebounds than Jerusalem, the leader in the competition at this stage. But back and forth game, 7-point lead for Lietkabelis, a 4-point lead for Jerusalem in that first quarter. At the end of it, we are tied at 26. Stoudemire wanders his way back out onto the floor alongside James Feldine. Black and Yahav both out there as well. Joined by Deshaun Butler. There's the 5 men on offense. Here is Butler, back to Black. Yahav trying to post up. Instead, find Feldine wide open. You can't give James Feldine a clean look like that one. First triple for him. It's just too easy. Such a beautiful stroke, Feldine. And now Lietkabelis trying to find some room. Loose ball tapped by Yahav. Numbers here for Feldine, perhaps. No, he'll pull it out into the hands of Black. Black uses the screen from Yahav. He rolls, kicks it back. Extra pass to the corner. Butler wasn't ready though, and he's going to turn it over here. Good defense from Lietkabelis. On the other way, it is Inskus, who tries to find Dimic. But the pass can't be handled and goes back out of bounds in favour of Jerusalem. He'll be behind the big man as Black finds some room. Stoudemire, no hurry, a lot of space for him, gets into the lane, easy finish. Too much room for Murray Stoudemire to go one-on-one there. 5-point lead now for Jerusalem, the largest of the game. Lietkabelis thought about the 3. Now the screen comes. Čekarovic makes the jumper, first 2 of the game for him. Black, using that high screen, finds Stoudemire, rolling to the ring, and he is fouled. Will be awarded 2 shots to the disgust of the crowd here. Timic asks if it was against him, but you can see he turns his hip into the man, didn't take the contact on his chest. Second foul against the Slovenian. Stoudemire fouls on his first. Looks like Josh Owens getting set to come back in. He's been very quiet indeed, Owens. Stoudemire makes the second, just 2 of 4 from the line. He is. As Owens does come back in. Yahav goes out. And there's Wilson bringing it down. Setting the offense once more for Lietkabelis. Dimic will come screen. Gets it on the roll. One dribble. Loses it. Collects it. Can't finish. And Blatt's the first man to the loose rebound. Skips it to the inside. Owens gets the finish. But we said he's been quiet. He is a walking highlight, Josh Owens. First points of the game, I believe, for him. Yep. First shot attempt as Wilson stops and goes. All for nothing as Butler controls the glass. Black coming the other way. Into the foul line, finds Feldin. Feldin guarded by Wilson. Feldin now finds Stoudemire, rolling to the ring for the easy finish. Jerusalem, a 10-2 start to this second quarter, and it's going to be a timeout called by Lietkabelis because Jerusalem looking comfortable right here since the quarter break. An excellent 2.5 minutes from them.
I want you to do a good job standing here, so avoid big items. Now, when the big gets the ball, even Amare with it, even if it's deep, don't stay here. Don't stay behind the ball. Go and the guards cover the corner and hand the ball here. Here you go.
Wilson brings it down. As now he'll get it high. Gucius is back on the floor, roll into the ring. Can't get him a touch though. Owens using his athletic ability to keep in front as Butler gets the steal. Butler, the bounce pass to Feldin. What a feed from Deshaun Butler. Hits his man in stride. Look at that. Splits two defenders. And Jerusalem getting out on the break. They open up a double-digit lead now, largest of the game for them. Just getting bigger and bigger with this 12-2 start to quarter number 2. Valinskas trying to find some room against Blatt. Steps back, has to kick it to Wilson. His jump shot doesn't go. Rebound. Falls to Lietkabelis, but they don't take the opportunity yet till Valinskas gets to the inside. Stoudemire blocks him, but he's called for the foul. Valinskas comes up shaken, took a heavy fall. Let's have a look. Stoudemire didn't like this call. He's saying, as he picks up his second and goes to the bench, the right arm of Paulus Valinskas was extended, and that's the reason there was contact. Valinskas tried to protect the ball by pushing away with his right arm. Referee disagrees though. So at the line, Valinskas can't get the roll on the first. Points per game, 29-year-old. Here is Blatt, waiting for Owens. Owens dangerous on the roll. Blatt pulls up, knocks it down. Such a tough cover, Tamir Blatt. Excellent three-point shooter and passer. There's Karanauskas back into the game. Here he is. Gucius has it, waits. No room whatsoever from this Jerusalem defense, though. I'm going to force a 24-second violation. Excellent work from them. Didn't give any room to Lietkabelis. Lithuanian team on the ropes here. They trail by 11. They've called both their timeouts in this first half. So they've got to go this 5:46. Not being able to change anything too much from the sideline. Lietkabelis goes out. Comes Stefan Snovic, as does Jacob Brown for Jerusalem. Feldin. Tries to find some room. Tax lays it up and gets the roll. James Feldin. Well, he said he's known for that great perimeter stroke that he has. He's shown he's more than just a shooter today. 4 of 5 from 2-point range, 11 points for him. As the response doesn't go, offensive rebound. Lietkabelis, they're going to reverse it into the hands of Karanauskas. He comes off the screen, snakes his way into the lane, and somehow finds some room to scoop it up for 2 points. Well, points have been hard to come by for Lietkabelis. He scored just 3 this quarter before that finish. Oh, Karanauskas as Brown goes the other way and lays one up himself. Established at 13 again. Karanauskas comes off the high screen, has a little step again. Karanauskas can't get it. Kupchas tips it up and home. Well, they need that consistent scoring from Mindaugas Kupchas. 12 points, 6 of 7 from the field for him. Foul against Feldin, who just wants to come out for a sub. Just the first against him, as Hapoel replaces him. So Karanauskas heads the ball. Calls the horns play. Trying to establish this low post. Elevators kicks it out. Open 3 for Yasaitis. Is good. And that combo, Yasaitis and Gulavitis, have been quiet. Spent a lot of time on the bench. They've been needed. And as the 3 gets them back in touching distance, perhaps, but a timeout called by Otis Katesh.
We run the play. Execute. We run the play.
Comes in from the end line. Butler makes himself available. And he will break the pressure before giving it over to Jacob Brown. See what they have coming out of this timeout, Jerusalem. Thomas to Hayon. Now back into the hands of Brown. Only 6 on the clock for him. Good extra pass from Owens to the hands of Butler. Doesn't go. Owens keeping it alive though. Throws it into the back court and it just managed to be saved. Good work from Owens and then Jacob Brown to save it. Low shot clock again for Jerusalem as Hayon finds some room to fire it up. Owens again got a hand on the boards, but this time Kupchus managed to secure possession. Masitis trying to find something. Good work from Butler to keep it out of the hands of Garinauskas. He eventually gets it. Now he's going to wait for the screen. Defense switching. Kupchus turns, fires, he's fouled. Butler doesn't like the call. He says he's just standing straight up. I'm not sure I quite agree with him on that one. So it'll be 2 shots for Kupchus. An important couple of minutes here. Lietkabelis facing a double-digit deficit right now. If they can just establish a little bit of momentum going into the half. Set up the second 20 minutes for them. They've got to keep using this man. Dauskas Kupchus, 15 points personal. What a first half for him. Jerusalem had no answer. There's Brown. He loses his man. Now plays with Owens in the high screen. Owens rolls. Kick out. Butler putting it on the floor. Butler slides in. Can't finish. Look at Owens there. And what a threat he is on the offensive glass. Shot clock still winding down as Black buries another 3. He's fired up. And rightly so. Huge 3 for Tamir Black. Great work on the offensive glass for Josh Owens to keep it alive. 52 first half points for Jerusalem here. Black falls to the floor, gets up though. Good recovery from him. Kupchus turns, fires, finishes. He's the only response right now for Lietkabelis. Kupchus, 17 personal. Right, finds Owens. He'll take that foul line jumper. Gets the rock. Bounced around from Owens and then drops. Scoring the play. Next. Into the hands of Simic. He kicks it out. It's too high for Yasitis though. It goes out of bounds. Yahav coming back in. To replace Deshaun Butler for the final 46 seconds. Kupchus goes out. I don't want him to pick up a foul. Defensively, a bit quicker, a bit more agile on this possession. Lietkabelis without the big man on the floor. Black fires a 3, 2 for 1 for him. Doesn't get it. We'll look at the final possession of the half though. And now Lietkabelis trying to find something. Kurvatis fouled. Not team fouls though, so it'll be end-line possession. Last one to give for Jerusalem. There's the 3 taken quickly. Doesn't go. Owens grabs another rebound. Seems like he's got a hand to every opportunity in these last couple of minutes, so Brown in no hurry. Last 10 seconds, throws it high! Owens, first time we've seen him get the opportunity as Black nearly has the steal in the final couple of seconds. But Owens on the roll, such a threat. Jacob Brown and Owens have played together before. Show that cooperation that they have. Final 2 seconds. Comes in, the heave from the half. Just wayward from Valinskas. But what a first half for Hapoel Jerusalem. 56 points for them. They have a 15-point advantage here at the half. And offensively, they have just been smoking hot. An excellent first half. They do not look like a team which comes in on the back of a 2-game losing streak. 77% for them from the field. You can see they're losing the rebounding battle, but really that's come because they've missed so few shots. Not really an opportunity to grab too many rebounds. So Kupchus doing a bit of everything for Lietkabelis, but Jerusalem, that team performance right now, led by James Feldin, but everybody playing their part. See, Platt has 10, Stoudemire has 8. Owens came in with some crucial rebounds as well. Jacobin Brown, 5 himself. Contributions all over the floor for the Israeli team. Well, a lot of talking to do if you're Lietkabelis in that changing room, in that halftime discussion. They come into this one having won their last 3 home games in the Basketball Champions League, but a Jerusalem team which has never lost consecutive games in this competition. Looks like once again they will be keeping that record alive after the defeat last week against Ike. They have recovered in the most impressive of fashion. 56-41 and have the advantage at the half. Welcome back. It is halftime here in the journey between Lietkabelis and Hapoel Jerusalem. In the first half, if you missed it, was an offensive display for Hapoel Jerusalem. A 30-15 second quarter for them. We've seen them open up a 15-point lead at the half, 56-41. They've used this deep roster, a number of key performers for them through that first 20 minutes. Not really established after a strong start, really, from Lietkabelis. They were the brighter team in those first few minutes. They had a 7-point lead at one stage in that first quarter, Lietkabelis, but they were brought back to life. And then during the second quarter, started as a tied game, 26 apiece, but the Jerusalem team was able to keep stretching that lead out further and further as they shot an incredible 77% for two-point range, 50% from three in that first 27 minutes, 70% overall for Coach Yahav. They're led by two guys already in double figures. James Feldine, 13 points in 15 minutes, 6 of 7 from the field. And Tamir Blatt, who went 2 of 3 for 3, on his way to 10 points and 6 assists in that first spell as well. And then just 13 minutes of court time for him. To show you how much of a team performance it is, they've got Tishon Thomas, who had 8 points. Amari Stoudemire had 8 as well. Josh Owens had 6. Jacobin Brown, 5. Well, Lietkabelis, really, without Mindauskas Kupchus, it could have been so much worse. 13 minutes for him in that first half, 17 points and 5 rebounds he contributed. There's nobody else really has got close to him. Jamal Wilson has 7, and Simus Yositis has 8 to stop the bleeding a little. Right now, for Jerusalem, they'll be thinking if they can take away the lifeblood of Kupchus on the inside for Lietkabelis, their offense may well dry up in the second half. For the Lithuanian team, the question is, how can they slow down Jerusalem? So many options for them. They've scored in transition, they've scored by shooting the ball from the perimeter, they've scored on drives, they've scored on post-ups, done just about everything in their first 20 minutes. So we are getting underway here. It is Yositis, Karyanauskis, Gulavitas, Kupchus, and Valinskas, the 5 out there on the floor for Lietkabelis. It is Karyanauskis looking for Gulavitas, and now Yositis. Yositis can't go anywhere off the drive though. Now Karyanauskis behind his back, forced to kick it out. Yositis for 3, way short. And the rebound and push from Thomas. Hayon. Now Thomas once more, some room on the drive, hammered by Kupchus for the foul. And you've got to say, what a first possession, both ends of the floor for Jerusalem. Forced a near 24-second violation and immediately get the defense chasing, pushing it in transition as Butler, Feldine, Hayon, Owens and Thomas out there on the floor. Yeah, very strong first quarter for Tishon Thomas. At the line here, makes his first. He went 4 of 5 from the field, quiet in the second, but with 2 of 2, he moves himself to 10 points personal. He played 11 minutes. Karyanauskis behind his back. Second foul on Hayon. Good little hesitation move from Valinskas, and he'll be at the line. Excuse me, Karyanauskis at the line. Coach Katesh done an excellent job getting his team ready for today. Coming off those 2 defeats, one in the Israeli League, one in the Basketball Champions League. It was a real tough week for them with Ike and Maccabi Tel Aviv, the 2 top teams in their respective leagues. So the regular season group and the Israeli Premier Division. Feldin aiming for the screen from Owens. Has the step, finds Thomas. He finishes it off once again. Well, every start to a half, Deshaun Thomas comes to play. Finds that room at the ring. Good find from Feldin. Lead now stretched to 17. Gripsius reverses it on. Yasitis waiting. Karanauskis wants to pick it up. No room. Excellent defense for Jerusalem. Karanauskis step back 3. Tough shot at the end of a shot clock. Can't get it to go. Thomas pushing the other way. Thomas to Butler. Butler kicks it to Feldin. And now they'll space the floor. Owens rolling, but a good recovery from Valinskas. He will push in transition. Fouled by Butler. Valinskas did a good job there. Rotating on the defensive end, and now we'll start the break. Sean Butler goes out then. And 5's all round for him. Jacoban Brown adjusting his shorts as he's out there. Wasn't ready to go back in so early. Skip pass taken away. Poor one straight into the hands of Hapoel. And he uses the first screen and second screen for Thomas. No advantage though, so he gives it to Jacoban Brown. Brown finds Feldin on the little bounce pass, and Feldin's runner looked like it was going to drop. Bounces clear. Valinskas sells it to Yasitis, but his 3 doesn't fall. Brown coming the other way. Owens wants it in the post, doesn't get it. Now he's going to roll. Here he is. Owens finds Thomas. Thomas crowded out. Finds the hands of Feldin. Who gets the 3 to go. Well, James Feldin has been limited in the amount of clean looks he's got for 3. Second one, second make for him. A quiet 16 for Feldin. Owens doesn't like the call. A wave of the hand from him. As he and Hapoel go out. As does Gravitas. That and Stoudemire come back in for Jerusalem. 20-point lead now. Karanauskis kicks it. The 3 doesn't go. Fight for the rebound. There's only one winner there. Stoudemire takes it away from Yasitis. And now Black pulls it out. The hands of Feldin. Stoudemire spins along the baseline, out of bounds. For the score, he looks towards the official. Foot was on the baseline from Stoudemire. Couldn't see it from that angle, but a right boot. Definitely on the line. Giving possession back. Butler comes back in for Thomas. Quick below for Deshaun Butler then. He comes back in. Pull up. Doesn't go. Good offensive rebound, but the second shot opportunity doesn't fall for Sharovich. Citus fouls Black to stop that transition. Second foul against him. To bring it in. Brown. Bodies in the paint. Brown's pass deflected. We'll stay with Jerusalem though. 10 on the clock. game, isn't it? Loose pass. No one really challenging it for Jerusalem, but Lietkabelis just tip it out of bounds. Feldin to the runner again. Comes up short. Butler judged to have touched it last, giving the ball back to Lietkabelis. Karinauskis. Just reverses it around. Citus. It's a little bit of room. And cuts back door, but quick hands from Jacob and Brown. I've been impressed with the defensive effort for Jerusalem. They gave up 26 points in that first quarter. Lietkabelis just looks so comfortable offensively, but since that point, defensively, they really have gone through the gears and improved their performance down here. Everything has been tough. As Ryan Yahav just gets a wide open jumper on the out of bounds. A rare breakdown there for Jerusalem. Black to Stoudemire on the elbow. Doesn't go. Just grabs in the rebound. There's Karinauskis. Off the screen. Goes right at Stoudemire and gets the finish. Karinauskis, look. Hesitation as Stoudemire comes up holding the chin. With a loose arm. Caught him. Now Black waits for the screen. Kicks it out. Butler for three. Is good. Great pass from Tamir Black, right on cue. Excellent timing from him to hit his man. Karinauskis pulls up, doesn't get it. Offensive rebound. He's got to come back out though. And the defense recovers well for Jerusalem. Foul will go against Stoudemire. A little push in the back. Penetration from Paulius Valinskas. Yeah, good call. It's the official. Stoudemire gets a little shove. Just goes out. Hasn't had that same impact he did in the first half. I mean, it would be very difficult for him to have that. He was so good in that first 20 minutes, but defense has keyed in on him, I think. So it was judged to be an unsportsmanlike foul against Stoudemire. I think that's why he was frustrated with the call from the official, which makes more sense. I was surprised he was so adamant it wasn't a foul, and you could see he did push the man in the back quite clearly. Two shots and now possession as they went 1 of 2. Citus for three, doesn't get it. Stoudemire snatches in the rebound. They're going to have numbers here if they want. Owens is running. There he is. Josh Owens, too easy. Well, the defense, you could see it coming from the whole way down the floor. No one rotating back and recognizing Josh Owens was all alone, running right down the middle. Easy score for him. As now Citus gives it back to Shada Bradford. Owens picks up the personal. Both teams making some changes. Feldin comes back. The line, Zugudinic. Still searching for his first point of the night. 0 for 3 from the field. 9 misses from the line as well. Mitch gets the second. Point. And Jacob and Brown back into the hands of Feldin. Stoudemire squaring it up, trying to find some room. Spins one way, the other, and is fouled by Dimic. He doesn't like the call, just 5 on the clock. Well, Dimic had such a good game on the weekend against Juventus in the Lithuania League. 8 for 12 from the field, 18 points, 21 minutes today. It's just been nothing like that. You can see it there, foul. I think that's an easy call for the official to make, right in front of him. Sends Stoudemire to the line. So he's all 3 from the field as well. Stoudemire's having his struggles from the free throw line tonight. %78% on the season. Stoudemire manages to get the roll there to go 3 of 6. And he now goes out. Thomas comes back in. Player just coming in and out for Jerusalem. Good rotation from them, keeping everybody fresh. Not playing too long a period. Inside us, looking to Dimic. Defense denying the ball to the inside though. Now penetration. Open look, no. Karanauskas puts it on the floor. Shot clock gets to 1. They fire up a tough 3. Can't get it. Now he's going to go against Feldin, I believe, on the box out. Defensive possession until this point here. And so just couldn't finish the play with a defensive rebound. Saitis at the line. Teammates look on. Saitis gets the second. For him. Lead still 18 points though, sizable. Black one way, then the other. Pass to the inside, Owens collects it, finds Thomas. Thomas crowded out, 4 guys, but he finds Brown for 3. Well, the defense all collapsed, didn't it? Got the block against Thomas, but he kept the ball. And he found Jacob Brown wide open in that corner. Karanauskas trying to find somebody. We'll get it back here, 12 on the clock. Defense just switches on, and he goes right past his man, can't finish. Owens tips the rebound. Look at the way Jerusalem run the floor here. They got numbers. Feldin will pull up, knowing he's got the rebounders there, but doesn't get it, and Dimic comes from behind everybody to snatch it in. Karanauskas, not the most elegant of plays, but he gets rewarded with the 2 on the offensive rebound. Good D from Brown, didn't bite on the Euro step. As now Karanauskas commits the foul. Substitutions will come in. Wilson and Lietkabelis. A little bit of guys that come. As for the first time tonight, we see Alexei Chibrovich. First, we see Tamir Black knocking down another 3. A response, a jumper from Simovic. He gets it to go. Team's trading baskets here. Final 90 seconds of the 3rd quarter. Black finds Thomas. Thomas back to Black though. Now he'll take a long one. Just manages to touch the front of the ring. Lietkabelis go the other way. Open jump shot. Just doesn't fall though. And now Brown will push in the opposite direction. He's got a step here. Brown kicks it. Black. He's been shooting well tonight. There is another one. Tamir Black. 2 threes in the last 3 possessions. He moves to 16 points personal, 4 of 6 from the three-point line. Wilson fails to get it. Brown going the other way. Brown to Thomas, dunks it home. Jerusalem rolling. Second and third quarter has been a domination from them. During that period, they have just simply taken over this game. It is 54-29 for Jerusalem through the second and third quarters right now. There's just 36 seconds left. And Lietkabelis are going to have to burn a timeout, really. The game getting away from them here.
Alex, yeah, you take the middleman bar in your game. We match up right away. You take whoever brings the ball up. And watch the shot. Watch the shot. There's big Alex. Lerusha.
They have to make some changes here. Lietkabelis is the game getting away from them. Out of the timeout. Mitch to the low post. Here he is trying to spin and get some sort of good shot. And it counts as clear. Fight for the rebound, won by Wilson. Final 10 seconds. Penetration. Dimic gets the finish. Dimic manages to get that space, and the third quarter will come to an end. So Hapoel looks around, decided not to try the Hail Mary. And after three here, Hapoel Jerusalem and extended that lead even more, 80-57. Well, we mentioned that huge period through the second and third quarters. They're the percentages. Jerusalem 66% for two, 64% for three. Just an incredible offensive display from them. And could show you highlight after highlight really from that third quarter. They scored 24 points. And their quarter by quarter score has been so impressive. 26, 30, 24 for the Israeli team. And offensively, they just looked like they've been in cruise control here. Every possession down. They've got some great shots. And really, it could be a who's who of performances from their team. Samir Black, 16 points, 4 of 6 from the three. He's also got 8 assists and 0 turnovers. As he's matched James Feldine with 16 as the leading scorers for Jerusalem. Sean Thomas has 14 points and 6 rebounds as well. And then you can't forget the 8 points for Jacob Brown, 8 for Josh Owens, 9 for Amari Stoudemire. Impressive offensive production from them. Kupchus has 17, all of those coming in the first half for Lietkabelis. Karinauskis 10 and 4 of 10 shooting. And Yosaitis 12. To help their team. Who've, shot it pretty well from 2-point range, 50%, but just 3 of 17 from 3-point range. Lietkabelis, they're undoing really. Final quarter will be underway. Jerusalem with possession. We'll go Hapoel, Thomas, Baltimore, and that man there, Chuburevic. It's his first points of the night on a little foul line jump shot. Lietkabelis, Dimic, Sinovic, Tarolis, Valinskas, and Wilson out there on the floor. It is Tarolis handing it over to Valinskas. Nice little fake from him. Pushes it off the backboard for the easy 2. Good play from Valinskas. Excellent footwork to lose his man. Feldin. Slices in, can't get it. Push from Lietkabelis, and it eventually gets into the hands of Throlus, who gets the score. Hayon got a good hand on it, probably should have stolen it right here. Ended up falling for Throlus, who finished the play. Thomas. Now, Timur. Back into the hands of Feldin. Feldin lost his man. And he's fouled. Sinovic commits his third. Match up to try and slow down James Feldin. Helm will bring it in. Here he is for three. Too strong on this occasion. Mix pulls it in. Valinskas waits for his big man to join him. Uses his screen. Dimitz goes along the baseline, but it's taken away. Jerusalem 4-on-3. Thomas finds O'Hayon. O'Hayon scoops it up for two. No one stopped him. Just kind of walked in for the easy score. Everybody thought he would pass it off. Reverses it to Throlus, who waits. Valinskas. Now 7 on the clock for him. Coming off the screen. Valinskas 3 on the clock. Steps back. Tough shot. Way short. Another good defensive play from Jerusalem. As they'll run in transition. Feldin. Another 3. James Feldin, just when those feet are set, I believe everyone is going to fall. Such a smooth stroke. 3 of 3 he is from beyond the three-point line. Feldin, he's got now 19 points on 8 of 13 shooting. And a timeout called by Lietkabelis.
Try to ice it. Alex, with Alex, take this. All 3 counts. With Alex, we flip the angle and we snake. Alex, שים את השחקן על הגב ותחתוך איתו. Go. Go.
Wilson gets it in, brings it down after the timeout. As they went for Yacitis. Here he is, guarded by Jacob and Brown. And it's fouled by Chibovic. Yacitis throws it in. Throlus trying to find some room. Fails to convert. And for the first time tonight, we see Lul Akul, number 0. 24-year-old Australian. There he is on the little reverse. First score for him. First points in the Basketball Champions League for that young man. As he switches out now to guard the ball. Pass is deflected by O'Hayon. Yacitis picks it up, shoots a 3, can't get it. Bartamore grabs in the defensive rebound. And now Jacob and Brown across the half. Sure, trying to find something into the hands of Brown. Shivarevich screens, rolls. Pass goes off his leg though. Ball bounced around, goes out of bounds. Referees looking at each other. Looks like it will stay with Jerusalem. Let's have another look at this one. Fight for the rebound. I think that's the right call, isn't it? Off Tarolis, as he tried to hold off his man. Finally pulled it in. Fresh 14 for Jerusalem. Brown goes to the far wing. Baltimore trying to find some room. Is fouled. 13 foul against Lietkabelis, third against Yahav. Some more. Finds Hapoel. Go to the step back. Too strong from him. Lietkabelis push in the opposite direction. And find the open three. Kulivatis. First points of the night for him. And this is a man who's kind of come into this one in better form. Recently, he said he's had the big game between these two teams last time they met. Kulivatis averaging 11 a game. Tonight, it's been a complete non-factor, just his second shot attempt. And he is. Sulius Kulivatis. Tipped away from him. With a little curl. Now, Kulivatis again. Too strong. Shivarevich makes the rebound, but Wilson took it out of his hands. Couldn't keep it in bounds though. Valinskas comes back in. Wilson goes out. And Shivarevich goes out as well. As Stoudemire returns for the final 5 minutes. Brown beats the pressure easily. Gives it up, gets it back. Now here comes Baltimore. Finding Stoudemire. He had O'Hay on this fast near side. Couldn't get it to him. Now he does. 4 on the clock for O'Hay on. Kicks it out. And Sewell looking around. He's going to have to take this one. He does. Comes up short though. Garianowskis going the other way. Kupchus in the low post. Picks it up. Gives it out. Valinskas takes the three. Doesn't get it. Kupchus over the back. Will be called for the foul. Oh, maybe a foul on O'Hay on. So it looked like Kupchus was fouled over the back of. Kupchus fouled over the back of Stoudemire, but I think the foul was called elsewhere. Yep. O'Hay on. No, the foul was called against Kulivatis against Stoudemire. So I saw the number 12 and assumed it had gone against O'Hay on the way he reacted, but it was the other way. Possession back to Jerusalem. Stoudemire kicks it. O'Hay on now this end. Can't get it to fall. Good rebound for Hapoel. Hapoel bullies his way up for an easy 2. First 2. At the basket for him. As now we're into the final 10 seconds of the shot clock again for Lietkabelis. Kupchus scoops it up, still looking to score. His first points of the second half. Couldn't get that one to drop, but he is fouled. I think it'll be end line possession. Team fouls yet against Jerusalem, so the end line possession is Black. Replaces Brown. Yahav goes out. Just gives it to Valinskas. Lietkabelis has some room, knocks down his second triple. So he's finally come to life in this fourth quarter. Jerusalem done such an excellent job on him up until that point. Hapoel gives it over to Stoudemire. Hapoel back into the hands of Tamor. Hapoel skips it. Hapoel wants the three. Way off from him though. Push the other way. Valinskas trying to draw the foul, isn't going to get it, but will keep possession. Quick word with the official as he comes back. He thought he was fouled there. Valinskas brings it in, immediately posts up against Hapoel. Hapoel takes it away though, and now he's got a man ahead. Hapoel ahead of everyone, dunks it home. What a cameo from him in this fourth quarter. 6 points personal now. And ahead of everybody, well found by his point guard. Karanauskis. Three doesn't go. And Black in no hurry. Inside the final 3 minutes of this game here. Jerusalem, the comfortable lead. Hapoel is feeling it, takes another one. Doesn't get it to go. Karanauskis tipped away again. This time by Bartamor. Post up, doesn't go, and Stoudemire grabs in the rebound. Bartamor goes straight at the basket. Can't finish though. Valinskas the other way. As the rejection comes from Stoudemire. He's not given up on the play yet. Protecting the ring, even with this 28-point lead. Tamir Black's going to give it away. And that's going to kill his stat line, I think. Yeah, 8 assists, 0 turnovers up to that point for him. And you see the rejection from Stoudemire, getting across and wiping out the shot from Lietkabelis. Valinskas trying to make something happen, draws the foul. Just reaching in rather than moving his feet to keep in front. Sideline possession for Lietkabelis then, who will be brought in by Paulus Valinskas. Spin. Lietkabelis loses it, eventually finds Shaharevic at the ring, and he can't finish, and Jerusalem come the other way. Final 90 seconds. Tamor waits for the screen, gets the switch, attacks along the baseline. His little change of hands finish doesn't go. Chance to run. Karanauskis finds Valinskas, who lays it up on the reverse. Karanauskis loses it in his attempt to pass it to Valinskas, but it still gets to the target. Thomas is going to come back in. Black goes out. Game for Tamir Black then. Bartamor switches to the point guard position. Here he comes. Uses the screen from Stoudemire, loses his man. Has it then rejected as he waits too long. Lets the defense recover. 7 on the clock here. Just that little hesitation allowed the defense to get back into the play. And he loses it here. Karanauskis with some quick hands. Takes the foul, and it's going to be an unsportsmanlike. Tamor didn't want to give up a basket in the final minute. Commits the personal. It's called an unsportsmanlike, so it'll be 2 shots and possession. You see. Notice Karjanowskis, the line. Missed the first and misses the second. Now bring it in from the sideline now. Less than a minute left in this one. Karjanowskis takes the three, comes up short. And ahead of everyone, Tishon Thomas can finish this game off in spectacular fashion for Jerusalem. He challenged the shot, continued running. Good pass ahead. Bartamor it was with the assist. Foul is going to be called against Hapoel. A smile from him. Linskas at the line for two. Third foul against Hapoel. Linskas had a tough night tonight. See the numbers there, just 2 of 8 from the field. Let's get that one to go though. Bit of respectability coming to 27. Hayon breaks the pressure, crosses the half. Try and kill as much time as he can here. He's going to have to take a shot. Hayon stands, dribbles it out, and then leaves it. So that's going to do it here. Lietkabelis go down at home. They'll lose their 3-game win streak on the back of a very impressive performance from Hapoel Jerusalem as they take this one 97-70. They have come on the road. They have rebounded back after the defeat last week against Dyke in the most spectacular of fashion as well. Very, very impressive offensive performance from Jerusalem. That will get the plaudits, but the defensive effort from them as well. They gave up 26 points in that first quarter, and then after that, they conceded 15, 16, 13 to really put the clamps down on that defensive end against Lietkabelis. So smiles all round for Jerusalem. They will take this one here tonight, 97-70. And you've got to say they deserved this sizable victory. Shooting percentages there, they won 2-point, 3-point and free throws. They eventually won on the glass, as you see 30 assists for Jerusalem as a team. Very impressive from them. 30 assists and just 6 turnovers, as they did an excellent job sharing the ball, looking after it. And smiles from Staudemeyer. Mendauskas Kupchus tried his hardest, double-double of 17 and 10 from him. But it just wasn't to be. There's nobody else really came to help him. Yasitis tried to chip in with 12. Karjanowskis ended with 10, but look at the numbers. Feldin led the way with 19 points, but it was Tamir Blatt with 16 points, 8 assists. He was the star performer for his team. And that doesn't take away from the 16 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assist game of Tishon Thomas, or the 19 of James Feldin as well. So an impressive 3 quarters, really, or 2 quarters through the second and third for Hapoel Jerusalem, in which they dominated this game, opened up a sizable lead, which grew slightly in that 4th quarter, but the work had already been done. They will take this one 97-70. It will establish them once more in that top 4, getting further and closer towards the top of Group C and qualification. They will move now to 7 wins and 2 losses. Lietkabelis will drop to 3 and 6. If I can get my maths correct. 3 wins, 6 losses. One game further back from Antwerp and possibly Fuenlabrada. And the way these games will go here tonight. Lietkabelis will have to recover. Going on the road to the Czech Republic. It's a face-off against Česnimberg next week. Whereas Hapoel Jerusalem will go back for a 2-game stand in the next couple of weeks after the Christmas break against Telnet Giants Antwerp and then against Fuenlabrada. So I will leave you with this highlights from today's game. It is a convincing victory for Jerusalem, 97-70 over Lietkabelis.